I am Norn, hunter of the wild, born of the free and rugged Shiverpeak Mountains. In the far north, my people fought our greatest enemy, Jormag, a dragon of frost and snow. The dragon broke our pride, but it did not break our spirit. In our last hour, we heard the voices of 4 of the spirits of the wild: Bear, Raven, Snow Leopard, Wolf. They called us south, away from certain annihilation. We founded the Great Lodge of Holbreck and claimed new hunting grounds. Some say we should not fight Jormag. I say the greatest risk is to wager nothing at all.
One day a hero will lead us home, and we will break the dragon's icy grip.
I weave the skein of wisdom. My cunning confounds lesser foes. Like my ancestors before me, I seek glory. One day, I will take my place among the heroes of the Norn. The spirits of the wild have given me the gifts of trickery and cleverness. I challenge the skill of my enemy. I am the predator. They are the prey. I am still untested, but already, my deeds have earned me friendship and great respect. Each year, a great hunt is called in Holbreck. Only the best among us are invited to participate. I'll prove my worth with guile, collecting trophies to show my prowess. Then, I will drink and boast of my victories. I accept this challenge. I relish it. Come, danger. Come, adventure. In the lodges and halls of my people, my cunning will be remembered through the ages.
Hey, over here. You don't want to miss a chance for glory.
Pay attention.
Yes, I am muted because I'm a dope. Thank you. I've been blabbing here to myself. For those of you who are watching on YouTube as a VOD, my apologies. Thank you. Every once in a while, I forget. Because I'm a dope. As I said. It's frustrating. Note to Lens. Hey Lens, when you export the video out, maybe make a note that you started muted, so you don't have to get messages from people. Hey, you seem to be muted.
I want to get to the moot before Kettle Dreamer drinks all the ale.
Hail, Hunter!
Yeah. Let's go, Ido. I don't want to wait. So I want to get to the gate on time. Pretty much everyone who streams done it at least once. More than once in my case, but yes. Not often, but occasionally.
Ale makes me want to hunt, and hunting.
Hey, where's the squirrel? We have moose.
What else is there? Wait until you see what we've got for you now. Brothers and sisters.
It's just the silly little self-inflicted mistakes that I always feel dumb about. Always have. Oh, door's open. Gotta go.
Hail to the finest hunters of the season.
Hi, Air. You're looking good today. You lose a little weight, change your hair.
May Snow Leopard grant you swiftness and grace.
Yeah,
Follow
yeah,
me
yeah.
if you dare,
Division to
and
see,
ready yourselves
and
for
the wisdom
battle.
to understand.
Walk with the pack. In the eyes of Wolf, we are all brothers and sisters.
Unforced errors, man.
Battle
It
with
just
the
always
strength of bear.
drive me crazy when I make unforced errors. Now there's a couple of us, 2 or 3 of us up here, doing a key farm, I presume. Sadly, it's not cold here. It's ludicrously hot here.
There's our prey. Go on, Hunter. Show us what you can do.
It's
Don't
extremely
forget
hot.
about the little ones. They're
It
dangerous
is
too.
96 out today, or if you're a
At him. Don't
Celsian,
let Garm have all the
36.
fun. He's reeling. Let's finish him off. All hail the Slayer of Isomir. Now return to the Snow Lord's gate as no
For the
mere
last
hunter,
day of
but
September,
champion.
that seems hot. Tomorrow's going to be hotter. And we have completed the Great Hunt because we're awesome. And now we will just begin leveling up. Anyone who's not familiar with the standard procedure for a key farm, I'll get to that in a sec after I get at least one riddle solved. Glowworthy legend. I got one complete just in time, and I got a silver medal for it. Hey, Vorp. So the way this works is you create a new character, level them up to level 10, and you do the first chapter of the personal story, and that will give you a key that you can use to open up a lockbox. And it is not uncommon for Guild Wars 2 players to do this once a week. The most you can do it and get the reward is once a week. But I like doing it because it's a nice sort of casual, low energy kind of thing I can do. And chat with you lovely people. And Vorp. Put the eggs back. Heart complete. Level complete. Look, there's a 1,000,001 stream you could not be watching and paying attention to, just like this one. That's true. But I am in like the top 200,000. So while it is literally true that there are millions, I'm not sure you'd want to be the only person watching a stream that nobody else wants to watch. As opposed to mine, where almost nobody else wants to watch. Gonna find a 0 viewer hot tub streamer. Sure they don't have 0 yeah. Well, I mean, if it suited you, I could, you know, probably do a hot tub stream. Although I'm not entirely sure that doesn't fall under the Geneva Conventions as a war crime. I mean, technically it wouldn't be a hot tub in that it would be like a kiddie pool with a few inches of water in it. But any tub I'm in is a hot tub. Mostly because of my body temperature. And the amount of it. Well, we've got Svan here. Don't kill him until I get there. I need to hit him. Thank you, at least once.
Refreshing.
That was refreshing. I am refreshed. I have revived an ally. That was worth extra experience points. Hey, more Svan here. You know, maybe if you'd named your little club after somebody who didn't immediately die, who wasn't killed by his sister for being a douche nugget. Those who don't know, Svanner and his sister were both exposed to Jormag, and his sister became an ass-kicking legend, and if memory serves, he tried to worship Jormag, and so she killed him. That just keeps the water warm for longer. Well, no, it'll warm it up if it's cold water, and today I would want it to be cold water. Did finish. Oh, I need to... We've got an event going on. We need to kill more of the Svanir. So that I can get, you know, gold medal support. That'll do it. I have applied conditions. Good for more XP. And now, I will go swimming. I'm not sure it's really swimming. I'm underwater, and I can breathe just fine.
I pray to the spirits, but they rarely answer.
Yeah, well, the spirits are kind of dicks.
Adrenaline surging.
And this one is a little bit psychologically damaged in that she can feel Bear wagging her little tail. It's coming up in a second. It's just weird.
Bear approves of you. I can feel her little tail wagging in my heart.
Yeah. It's she's a little disturbed, which is why she lives in a cave that is going to run out of oxygen sooner or later. Oh, I guess there is a hole in the top. Never mind. She's not going to die. She's still living in a cave by herself, though, so yeah, she's a little disturbed. And now, it is time to oppress the weak natives.
Adrenaline
surging. We, the Norn, we came from the north, and the Grawl were already here. And so, of course, what are we going to do? We're going to destroy their cultural heritage. We're going to murder them.
More places to make my legend.
But I'll be making my legend. So there. In Lone, you had bears who wave their little tails to keep her company. I don't think I needed to know, or perhaps even wanted to know.
My spirit increases.
I am looting enemies and have leveled up again. And have completed looting 10 defeated enemies. Why no? Allow me to complete? I have too much astral acclaim. I'll have to spend some. Give me a sec. Let's finish out this heart.
I need help.
I just think that Bear needs to get out a bit more. You know, if me beating up one of her shaman makes her so happy. Or maybe her shaman are just really shitty at it, and she's glad to have one of them get their ass kicked. That's possible. There is no understanding what goes through Bear's mind. Let's pop out here. Oh, the greatsword, obviously. I mean, we have to have the greatsword because it's great. Now, we need to spend some of our astral rewards, which is the rewards from dailies and weeklies, and we'll try it again. There we are. Alright, well there are 16 Onyx Spider selection boxes. 16 different ones. Unless they may have gone up to 17 now because they may have Spear available. Let's see. Bags of coins. That's like the last thing we buy. Ascended weapon chest. Oh, use an additional ascended weapon. Bags of laurels. There are 150 available. We have to buy something right now. We have 1,300. No, we'll go with the ascended weapon box for now. And we'll just have to make sure we don't forget that we've got that. There's one of the dailies, and we continue racking up the points. I need one more dodge. We won't quite finish out the dailies doing the key farm. We'll get 3 of the 4 done. So tomorrow is the free-to-play launch for Throne and Liberty, which I will be playing. Try and give it a more fair shake. I did a little bit of the beta. Was not a fan. But I'll try to give it more of a shake, although that will be difficult given the nature of certain parts of the game, which I find to be targeted to annoy specifically me. Nobody else, just me. It's like, how can we make Lens never want to play our game? We can have their first pet have the Uwu face. Oh, that would do it. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's not going to like that. Alright, come on, Sacred Wolves. I'm supposed to be keeping you company. Or are you headed now? You're just running around now. Fine, fine, fine. And we'll just smash and bash and crash through all of this Sons of Svanir crap. Spongo woo oo woo? No. And I missed. I have defeated a sufficient number of enemies.
Bow to me in my progress.
Bow to me in my progress. That's not a little bit full of oneself. Bow to me. I got new shoes. Prolix verboo. Now you're just attempting to elicit a response, which is possibly going to happen. I might throw up on stream. All right, you little jerk. How about swords to your face? We have new boots. With the new boots, as is tradition around here, another one. Hey, asshole. I'm working here. Get out of the way. Away from the Sons of Svanir jerks, as is tradition around here. When I'm doing a keyfarm character, every time I get a new item of attire, I randomly change the dyes. It's pretty appalling. Kind of like the name. Don't encourage him. Just don't. That's not a great color combo, although funnily enough, the Hush makes a decent chainmail. The Sunset, not really. Riverbed is perfectly fine. Well, Prolix Verbose is one of my standard character names. So, if you like Prolix Verbose as the name, then you have excellent taste. If you like Prolix Verboo-woo, you are eroding my soul. And if that's your intent, congratulations, it's working. Can I play with them? I can. You want to be able to play with them because you get more progress on the heart by playing with the 6 snow leopard cubs than any other activity, each of the 6. That one I cannot play with. That one I
Snow
cannot play
leopard
with.
moves swift. And
Sadly, they are on a cooldown that is based on the area, so if anyone else has played with them, you can't. I've got to play with 4 of them. Oh, someone has done that. Oh, we have the Dredge event going? Yes, we do. Hi. How you doing? I will examine and snarl a challenge. As is always the case, if you can double dip, get an event and heart progress at the same time, always worth the effort. $2 XP for the price of one thing? Fine, I'll snarl and bring up another one. I'm not too proud to do a little bit of grunt work. Although it's not really grunt work. I don't think snow leopards grunt, but I don't know for sure. Snarl, definitely we snarl. Heart complete. And they'll finish off the dredge, and that'll give me more XP. We got a healing club. I don't know about you. I've never quite bought that there's such a thing as a healing club. Pardon me, sir. Have you heard the good word about sword?
It's my destiny.
It is my destiny. We have a spear. Now, by default, spear is, used to be anyway, an aquatic weapon, but now it's not. Although, by default, it does equip into the spear slot. What you can do is say, I'm not going to be doing any water combat, but I would like to. What? I can't. Why can I not use the spear in the... What? Is it a water spear only? No. Okay, there we go. It just didn't know how to replace it. There we go. We can use the spear now. Here are good things about Warrior Spear. I don't think I've played it. All clubs are healing if you hit the patient with enough force to knock them out of it. I don't think that's healing so much as anesthesia. An anesthetic by itself, generally not healing. I certainly grant that that will be functional for the purpose of an anesthetic. So I'm not saying that clubs do not have medical use. But calling it strictly healing? I've got one. A guy's got a badly broken leg. And you don't quite have enough oomph to push the bone back in place. Maybe a club. Probably not a club, but maybe a club. I missed a POI.
I've almost got it.
So the act of earning your way to level 10 so you can do the story, first chapter, has become a lot easier since they introduced the adventure guide. Now, for instance, I'm going to choose to not do the bunny quest. Mind you, it's a lot faster. Yeah, but that's part of healing. Have you ever heard of a surgeon who works without an anesthesiologist team? Yes. That would be every surgeon before anesthesiology was invented.
This day just keeps getting worse.
There's nobody here I can do these fast, then. We used to do this slow until Vorp discovered that there's a fast way of doing this quest, because you can mount. Yes, it's cheating. And I don't care. This is one of the more annoying quests to do, hearts to do, if we're doing, for instance, a map completion. I don't know if Raptor is best.
Break skull.
Because in passing, you can...
Ho, traveler.
Stop calling me a hoe. I've asked you before. In passing, if there's a rabbit out in front of you, you can get knocked off. Because you can get knocked off flying if you fly too low. And back then, they would either punch the patient or get them drunk. No, a lot of times. Well, certainly getting them drunk was not uncommon. But a lot of times, the standard was you gave them something to bite on. Usually a wood dowel wrapped in leather, as you were less likely to break your teeth that way. But if you were to read about, for instance, Napoleonic battles, and the number of amputations and how fast they were done. The same in the Civil War, the American Civil War. Doctors became extraordinarily proficient at very quickly taking off a limb. They could pass out from the pain. The club is more efficient. Not going to disagree that it would be more efficient, but again, it is very difficult to administer a blow to knock a person unconscious. That's one of the things that TV gets hilariously wrong. The hero of the TV show or movie gets whacked over the head, wakes up, he's a little groggy, and that's the only after effect.
Adrenaline surging!
That's not how it works. Pardon me there, for a second my adrenaline was surging. I hope it was just my adrenaline. Without killing them, yes. Ah, okay, that's true. If you're willing to accept that as just another type of casualty, then yeah, okay. Doliak meat. I need to kill a Doliak in a hurry. Hi guys, I'm here to kill you in a hurry. Alright. We got a couple pieces of Doliak meat. We need to turn that in so we get some credit for this. Gareth?
Good hunting.
There, have some Doliak meat. Alright, now we need to fire snowballs into the heads of kids. And, you know, sometimes games give you fun activities to do. Like, oh, I don't know, throwing a snowball and hitting a kid in the head. Or even right in the face. And I don't pick on just the boys. No. I think a girl can enjoy a nice snowball in the face just as much as any boy. Hated this quest and the bunny one. This one I'm pretty good at. The bunny one I really, really loathed until Vorp found the magic that you can use a mount. Alright, I got knocked down once. You know, you gotta let the kids play. And then you peg them right in the face with a snowball. But yeah, the bunny one was terrible. Historically, it was awful. It was one of those that nobody in their right mind would want to do. Oh, he hit me again, you little shit. That's... Now you're pushing your luck, kid. Oh, and we've got bees. Let's get the heart up above. Every map has a few hearts that just suck. It's like one of their designers is bad and creates terrible, grindy, unfun heart mechanics. Everyone else is fine, but there's that one guy who insists on screwing everything up for everyone else. Didn't have any mounts when you did the bunny. Who was trying to follow the story. Got your elementalist doing map comp because it was too bad a player to survive in the Silver Wastes back then. Well, Silver Wastes were tough. They weren't as tough as Heart of Thorns proper, but yeah, they were tough.
That's how I do it.
Maybe you're strong enough.
Maybe I am strong enough. And as far as map completion, yeah, I've always enjoyed map completion. Whether it's mostly doing, as I level, the way I tend to level is by doing map comps. I'll pick a map, do a map completion as the way to level. There are just a few. Yeah, the Iceworm Cave is terrible. The heart there, it depends. Sometimes the heart is working again where you can catch the ale barrels, in which case it's fine. When the ale barrels part isn't working, which is most of the time, it's terrible. Yeah. Well, let's go find out right now. Started playing a little over 2 years ago. Silver Waste was already nerfed by then. Yeah. Well, Heart of Thorns was nerfed, but it is still the hardest overall content in the game. Alright, so we've hit 10, but I have to find out if it's working. Now, again, Vorp there told me the magic was to stand just behind the circle, not inside the circle. And it worked for like a couple of weeks, and then they broke it again. And since then, they've fixed it multiple times and broken it again multiple times. Oh, is the event on for... No, it's a different event. Okay, it's not the map event. So we're going to find out if it's working or not. Just as a matter of academic interest. Because I just hit level 10, so I can start the story, but let's find out. Alright, we stand here. We wave. Hi, how you doing? And we get right behind it. Or was it in front of? I think it was behind, but I'm going to try one in front. So it looks like it's broken once again. They keep fixing it in the last, I don't know, 6 years, 8 years. It's probably been fixed 3 or 4 times. I can catch it! It's in front. It's working now, guys. Now is the time.
Oh, traveler.
I'm going to... No, I was going to do it once more, but that person's actually probably doing it. It's working for a change, so I strongly suggest now would be the time to do a Norn keyfarm. LA stopped being your main after the second part of Living World Season 1. Everything else was easily done on Necro. Necro is very, very strong. All 3 specs. Spectre, not so much. The other 2, definitely. Heroes Moot. Where am I headed? Down there. But Reaper, for instance, has been pretty strong for most of its existence. And Scourge is still very solid. It's just not broken anymore. It was broken for a long time. It was so good. It's Fergan the Tracker. This Fergan guy, I tell you. Yeah.
Ah, the Slayer.
Wow,
What a
actually,
sight for sore eyes.
I look
Between the
almost
two of you, I'm
exactly
sure you
like
can
him.
solve my problem.
Except
I'm
he's
headed
got
for
more
Wolf
scars
Shrine.
and I've got
Now I
brown
got the
hair.
jitters about bringing my Dolyaks
I'm his
there.
clone.
One of the spirits of the wild is gone.
Ellie was
insane,
my main
attacking
at launch.
caravans.
It
But
makes no
over
sense for a
time,
spirit to do
due
that.
to the amount of time
Exactly
spent
my
in
problem. I
downstate,
can't figure it out. I do know it's
Guardian
Minotaurs around here riled
simply,
up.
not that I knew it was good, but
Minotaur, it's the
it worked for
Minotaur.
me.
It's a spirit
The
like
3-4-2
bear or wolf.
combo.
I'm a tracker by bear's bald butt. I know the difference.
I've been using
Such a spirit
3-4-2
exists. It hasn't
Great
been
Sword
seen in
on my
generations.
Guardian for
Why would it show
12
up
years.
now?
All I know is that it's out there.
Reaper, no great
Once we get
swords.
going, you'll see
Staff,
for yourself.
dagger, horn. Until you found double swords. Double swords is fun. Definitely a fun build. But I would personally go double swords if you need... Is double swords... It's Condi, isn't it? I know Condi... you can go either Condi or power for Reaper right now. Staff is great for tagging stuff. Large groups and everything. I haven't done a bunch of spear, but I did do some spear on my 4th.
I told you,
Necro.
Fergan, there's nothing out here.
You just wait, kiddo. You'll see. Keep watch of those bushes.
I'm not.
And up in the trees.
Minotaurs in the trees.
It's not some mere minotaur. It's a spirit of the wild. The granddaddy of all minotaurs. Hush now. I heard something.
Did you just tell me to hush, Granddad?
You see? That's just not normal.
Swords
I
are
agree.
okay. So swords are
Something's
power.
driving those
Then I would
minotaurs
think
to
swords
attack.
for the range,
what?
and then
The
great sword for the
spirit
up close
is here to
hugs.
protect its kind.
Because great sword is
What's
really
got
good.
so
The spin of death on great sword Reaper is really strong. In the new expansion, you'll get access to Spear pretty early on. But you'll have to do at least some of Soto if you want to open up the other elite specs,
Father's hobnail
weapons,
boots. Minotaurs.
on your Mesmer.
Whole stampede.
Generally, melee is more difficult, to be sure. I understand that this is finally a good ranged build for warriors. I have used a profession mechanic skill. What can I say? I'm just cool like that? Now, melee is generally much tougher to play simply because if you're in range of them, they're in range of you. Spear right now is supposed to be very strong on Mesmer. I'm not sure if it's strong on all three specs. I mean, I'm getting close to finishing out. I need 12 more enemies killed with Spear to get 150 more points. I've almost hit the 1,000 mark. And I haven't been I wasn't using it for most of the content in the new expansion until I finished the storyline. Oh, we've got more friends. Although most of them are just running past. I don't know, man. This guy thinks there's a spirit of the Minotaur. That sounds like bull to me.
Ha! Extra damage. You won't see me coming next time.
Wait, who are you talking to, Fergan? I tell you, this Fergan guy. And there is the Minotaur spirit. So, I mean, he wasn't wrong that there's a Minotaur spirit.
It's the Minotaur, the spirit. He's driving them crazy, I tell you.
Spear with Rev, amazing.
You
I
two,
don't
this
even know
caravan
what
would
you're
have been
doing with
crushed
Rev.
flatter than hammered mud.
A couple of the Rev
Believe me about the
builds
spirit of the wild now.
can be very
I agree
self-sufficient
Minotaurs are
just
acting
by hitting the
strangely,
buttons, just
but
by
that does
pushing
not
buttons.
mean we're dealing with the spirit of the wild.
You youngsters know nothing. This isn't normal. Something is provoking the guardian spirit of the Minotaurs.
Even if that's true, it doesn't
Pardon the
explain what's
yawn.
going on. What is the spirit reacting to? What is it trying to accomplish?
I had
One way
a
to find
pretty
out.
good
I saw
rotation
the
on the
spirit down by
Renegade.
river in a form solid enough to leave tracks.
Again, I will give
An
credit to Wooden
enterprising
Potatoes
tracker
for
could follow the
reinvigorating
trail.
my affection for this game. I had about
Leave it to me.
500 hours after,
I'll
I
go
don't
to the
know,
river
the
and follow
first
the
6
tracks
years.
until I figure this out.
And then
While
he
you're
put out
doing that,
a
I'll be
series
at my
of
homestead in
videos
Holbrook if
on
you need
open
me.
world
Good
/
luck.
story
If
builds,
Fergus's
one for
beast
each class.
exists, I know you'll find it.
And those videos didn't just give me good builds, they made me understand what makes builds work. And understanding how the game works at a much more low-level understanding to build on reinvigorated the game for me. And since then, I have about 4,000 more hours in the game. Thank you, Wooden Potatoes. Another bag. New gloves.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
And we just got a new item of attire, so as usual, here we go again. Random dives, and subtle. That's his camouflage. Okay, let's see. Training. Where do we want to train? What? Kick is nice, but I don't think we need a break bar. Our current heal is 12 seconds. Healing and conditions removed. Physical training. That's kick. Signet is always safe, you know. Let's see. Fury. Might. Oh, we'll go with Fury. Because I'm so angry all the time. That was what happened to you with Necro. I actually understand why and how they do what they do. Yeah, the difference it makes, just for me at least. If I'm playing any of the other classes, I kind of have to at least pretend to pay attention. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, right. Following the trail. But with my Dragon Hunter, I don't. I can be almost as effective and not pay much attention at all. Because the muscle memory's there. Even for things like break bars, whatnot. Break bars, stun breaks. Missed me. Lol. Grawl hate it when you say lol at them. Because all they hear is Grawl. Lol. Why, yes, I will go into this cave. Spiders, Mr. Rico. Zillions of them. That's an old guy book reference.
We're busy, weakling boy. Run back to Holbrook.
Weakling boy. That's
Not a
almost as
chance.
bad as
I
Puck
won't let
calling us
anyone harm the
fleshling
Minotaur
in
spirit.
Nightingale.
Look, brothers, he does have a brain. He's figured us
Listen,
out.
so much
He
muscle
has
memory, you tend to play
die.
by adapting to the situation instead of having a fixed rotation. Well, I have a fixed rotation, but only so far as... Oh, that was really bad. as being the basics when I'm dealing DPS.
Spirits, watch me slaughter my enemies.
Yeah, we'll watch you slaughter your enemies.
I'll kill you, play you, and make boots from your skin.
They're gonna make boots from my skin. Is that a hobby? Got it. If it's not cooldown, mash it, and stuff normally dies. Yeah, it's gonna depend on the spec.
Why were you hunting the Minotaur spirit?
And class. Sometimes button mashing
It doesn't matter if
is more than enough.
Joe Mag sent us a champion and we've been feeding it Minotaurs.
But some things like
Vidkun declared the
Weaver,
next meal
I
should
wouldn't
be
try
the
to play
Minotaur
Weaver by just
spirit
pressing
himself.
buttons.
Soon the beast will destroy Holbrick. The weak
Now,
will be strong.
famously,
the strong will become
at one point,
strong.
Lars, if you remember, Lars used to
Hail
hang out here a
Vidkun.
lot.
Hail
chat.
Joe Mag.
When
up,
he
you
was
idiot.
playing
I'm letting
World
you
v
go,
World,
but only so your
I
pathetic
think it was
friends
World v
will know
World,
I'm
not
coming.
PvP, but it might have been
You
PvP.
do that, and the next time we meet,
He
it'll
was
be at
running
the
a
end of
particular
blade.
Weaver build, and I remember looking
I'll
at it,
tear
and it
from
had
your
a
hands and
43
stick it
step
in your
rotation.
throat. Go on. Run. Now.
Doopy doo doopy doop doop. A 43 step rotation. My general rotation for Guardian consists of 3, 4, 2, and things are almost always close to being dead. Actually, we don't want that. We beetle up. How are we doing on our big... We should be close. We should be getting close. 998. We need to kill 2 more things with a spear. And we'll have killed 1,000 across all of my characters. Hi, Harry. You're looking good. You lost weight? Changed your hair?
I tracked Minotaur to a cavern above Raven's Shrine.
Ignored your son?
The sons of Svanir were there too, tracking the same beast. I convinced them to tell me what they were up to. They've been rounding up Minotaurs and feeding them to a dragon minion on the orders of their boss, Vidkun.
That would explain the Minotaur
Excellent
spirit's
choice of
rage.
name
No
for this
wonder
bad
his
guy,
children are attacking
Vidkun.
any hunter they see.
Historically, I can only
I
think of
need your
one
help,
Vidkun.
Eric. You know more
And
about
he
the
was
dragon and its
a
minions than anyone.
Norwegian, I believe?
Of course I'll help, but I won't get in the way of your legend. My time for glory is
Or
past.
Swede, a Norwegian,
and
I
sense
think.
yours is just
In
beginning.
World War II, who
To be a
betrayed his
great
country
hero,
and
you need to know your enemy.
was eventually
I know
executed for
Jorman's
treason
enemies.
after the war
I
in
can
World
show
War
you how to
II.
fight them.
His name was Vidkun
Excellent.
Quisling, and
Meet me on the
Quisling
mountain.
has become
Together we'll teach
another
these
word
sons of
for a
Svanir
traitor.
a lesson they won't forget.
If your name becomes byword for traitor, maybe you made a bad career choice. Vidkun Quisling. We've got a new greatsword. Better than the old. But now we can wield 2 weapons. Well, we got a new aqua breather, which is technically an item of attire. And we got pauldrons. And we got new gloves. So I can do up to 3 random changes of the dies until I get a combo I like. Now, 2 more. No. Well, there's a 3rd one. We don't have any choice. We've got to keep this one. I kind of like the brass. Brass is perfectly good for the chainmail. Cucumber, not so much. And choya is the last bit. All right. That's what we've got. What we've got is what we've got, you know. You can quote me on that, although why you'd want to, I
This is
can't
most
even begin to
remarkable.
imagine. We will accept that. And we'll exit. And we'll meet Air at Hangramar Climb. Oh, because I'm me, I'll grab this POI. It's in my nature. Because I run so many map comps on this map. I just kind of always do that kind of stuff. On pretty much all of the starter maps. I would like to enter a trap foiled. Higher.
We're close, but so are the sons of Svanir. I see multiple trails overlapping Minotaurs. They're closing in.
The Suns are moving in small parties. If we're careful, we can take out one group at a time before they even notice.
Cunning tactics. I like it. Assuming careful doesn't mean gentle.
Absolutely not. Just don't draw any attention to yourself. Apart from that, we can hit them as hard as we like.
Well, I think
That's
they'll
what I wanted
notice.
to hear.
I'll get
Let's
their
get
attention
started.
when I put a spear through their spleen. That's it. 150 points. I have defeated 1,001 enemies using a spear. $150 astral acclaim.
Tracking a spirit through snow is harder than I thought. Spread out and pick up the trail.
Oh, Linnea and Bjarni are dead. Let's res them. I think we res them, they continue to just stand here like a pair of Norn lumps. Bjarni should be carved up and used as...
This is stupid. How are we supposed to catch a spirit?
as rabbit chow. Can leave those last ones behind. Because the sons don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friend of mine.
Easy, Garm. There it is. The spirit of Minotaur. The sons of Svanir have it surrounded.
Not for long. Hey! The Minotaur spirit is under our protection. Lower your weapons and back away.
That's probably not going to work.
Never. This is our prey, and you're poaching.
I'll poach your head and hang it by the elk horns in Holbrecht.
I'll poach your head is
Now
not
back
really
off.
that good of an
Last
insult or
chance.
threat.
Kill them, brothers! Dragon's minion must feed. Kill these rabid dogs. Move! You'll fight all of us! Ah! Ah! My brothers will avenge me.
Yeah, I don't think your brothers will avenge you. Because they're all going to be dead like you. Eat that. Yeah, Ellie's always been an exception to the just spam your buttons, as I mentioned. A lot of times, just spamming the buttons is sufficient, but most especially, say, Weaver on Ellie. You just spam your buttons,
Relax.
you're going to be
The spirit knows
horizontal
we're
in
not
a
enemies.
hurry.
Look closely. You'll see recognition in his eyes and a strong measure of gratitude. Now look at his wounds. How haggard and weak he is. See the mud on his hooves?
Looks like it's from Dark Riven Bluffs. He probably picked up the mud and the wounds at the same place.
And that's where we'll find them. The sons and the captive minotaurs. So,
Which was the first
how do
you
we get
chose,
past the
yeah.
guards to
It
rescue
is a
the
very,
prisoners?
very cool
We
spec.
could dress up
I
like
have
beer
never
merchants,
been
get the sons
even
drunk, and trick
below
our way in.
average on it.
Good. Or you
I'm
could ask
way
for
below
Minotaur's
average.
blessing. If he
Actually, maybe not
transforms you into
average,
a
because
Minotaur,
that's such a
you could get
difficult
close enough
spec to
break
play
it out.
well.
So, fool some drunken sons or cause a Minotaur stampede. Let me know what you decide. Legends have to learn to make choices like this.
Obviously,
The journey continues. You have my attention.
we're going to disguise ourselves as beer merchants. I mean, I look like a beer merchant already. Or possibly a very devoted beer consumer. We have a new chest piece. And that's right, we can use daggers too. Spellbreaker.
This is most remarkable.
Well, once again, we have a new item of attire, which means new random dies, and here we go. That's awful. We have gold fusion, which is fine. That makes decent chainmail. Looks brassish or bronzish. Royal rose, not as great. Also, I would like to note that there's no reason that the channels on the chest piece here and the legs here are reversed. They don't share the same channels. Because whatever color this channel is, it should have the same color that this channel has. And it doesn't. ArenaNet, flip the channels on the legs, please. That's all. And the third color is Blue Orchid. So none of those go together even the slightest little amount. It's appalling. Meet Air at Dark Riven Bluffs. We didn't grab the waypoint. Because we're a loser. And that is an invisible wall. I ever mentioned how much I hate invisible walls? The answer is a lot. Bye. One good drink deserves another. A motto to live one's life by. Hold on. Alright, this time I remembered to turn the mute off. Pardon me, that was a sneeze. You'll note, no brains came out. And here we are in our best beer salesman outfits.
Ready to have a little fun at the expense of the Sons of Svanir? The beer merchant disguise isn't perfect, but it'll fool those idiots long
Even
enough
Major
to get
Kicks.
them drunk.
Okay.
Major Kicks just keeps
You look
getting
good, by the
harder
way.
to find.
They'll never recognize you.
That's an old guy musical
What
reference.
if I can't get them to
A
drink?
very old guy musical
We're
reference.
offering free beer. Do you really think they'll refuse?
Paul Revere and the
Good
Raiders. The
Guard
song
duty
was
is like
Kicks.
punishment to these impatient louts. They'll be bored and eager to drink. The only question is, did we bring enough brown ale? Time's wasting, so we better get started.
Hopefully we brought the
Good
cheap
luck.
stuff for him. I've got beer. Who would like some beer? How about you, sir? What, guarding some bad-tempered cows? That's a chore, not a duty. You deserve a break today. Absolutely. The more you have, the more right you'll be. Bottoms up, brother.
I need to lie down. Keep an eye on the Minotaurs for me.
Sure, we'll keep an eye on the Minotaurs for you. Oh, alemonger. This isn't the best place for a moot. I'll take a flagon, but then you should pack up and clear out. But I haven't even broken out Bear's Brain Basher Brown Ale yet. I would like some. I would like some of Bear's Brain Basher Brown Ale, please. You have Bear's Brown? That's a different story. Some of us, like me, would kill for a sip of that. Brothers, gather round. Bear's Brown for everybody. Hold on. Baron, I don't brew this for everybody. Only the toughest drinkers get a taste. I wish you'd said that sooner. Now I have to remind everybody who's the toughest. Get back to your post, you worthless clods. There's only one. Only enough for me. That's what beer likes to see. Whoever wins the argument gets the ale.
No, I'm gonna say it. All these years,
Gotta say,
I've always hated you.
that
You
guy,
know why?
he
Here
looks
we
like
go.
a
Every time
Warhammer
this
Chaos
drink,
dude.
He starts in on me. I swear I'm gonna. Because you're weak and stupid. You're not fit to serve dragon. Go worship Mink or Bunny.
Go worship Mink or Bunny.
That's it. I'm gonna stomp on your head until it pops like a grape. Ah, Bear's
This ale
Brown
is magnificent. Let's make the most of it. A toast. A toast to, I think I've had one too many. What should we drink to? To Jormag, the ultimate predator and the ultimate challenge.
Jormag!
Another toast then to Svanir, the greatest Norn who ever lived.
Svanir!
That's the stuff. Nighty-night, boys. Sleep well and deeply. And we've got the idiots all fighting amongst themselves.
That's all for me. I yield.
All right, everyone done?
I win. I'm the strongest. And now, the strongest is going inside to take a victory.
Victory nap's a good idea. A waste of good beer. Although we probably didn't actually give them the good stuff. Alright, last one. There we go. Free the Minotaurs. Be free, my horned brothers and sisters. There's a son of Svanir. He's not drunk. He is, however, getting run over by a shitload of Minotaurs, which probably kind of messing with his day.
Help! The Minotaurs have escaped. What happened? The last thing I remember, we were having a party. Then I went to sleep. I thought you were watching the pen. I thought you were watching the pens. Ah, Dragon help us all when Vidkun finds out. Wake up! Those aren't merchants. They're the enemy.
How can you call us the enemy? We gave you freaking ale. Got him. Sons of Svanir. Losers.
The Minotaurs are free, and these sons of Svanir won't be hunting any more of them.
Never let it be said that Heir Stegulkin doesn't know how to throw a party. I hope Minotaur is pleased.
I'm sure he is. Now we just have to find the sons of Svanir leader Vidkun and his dragon beast.
We should split up, in case Vidkun returns and tries to track us. I'll meet you at your house.
Perfect. I'll see you in Holbrak. And we'll plan something that will knock Jormag and the Sons of Svanir right in their craven teeth.
Doopy doo doopy doop doop. Gosh, healing power rifle, you know, I just can't. I just can't. That is better than the greatsword we currently have. And that is not as good as what we're currently using. Another level for us. More hero points for us. And out we go, and then back to Air's place. She invited me over. Yeah. I think that, you know, I think she kind of has a thing for me. It might not be like, you know, a crush exactly. More she puts up with me. She invites everyone over. Hey now, there's no reason to say things like that about Air. I mean, that's really mean to say about a single mother. Although the fact that she's a single mother of Bram... Yeah, never mind. I didn't say anything. Hi, Air.
Patience, Garm. We'll go as soon as the Slayer gets here.
Hi, Garm.
I have great hopes that this is the hero we've been waiting for. Don't worry. No matter what, we'll still be together. You and me. Just like always.
Sadly, that doesn't turn out to be the case.
Welcome, Slayer.
Wow.
Now that the Minotaurs are free, we can concentrate on
Clearly,
Vidkun and his beast.
it is Fashion Week in Holbrak, and I
Then we're off to the lake
am
to
stunning
punish
the
Vidkun and
crowds
his little
on the
dragon
walkway.
minion. Simple.
Simple?
Runway.
That creature is a servant of the Ice Dragon itself. You should take
Whichever
dangerous opponents more seriously. Don't underestimate Vidkun's beast. Or Vidkun.
I'm not underestimating them. I'm insulting them. Relax, Air. I know this will be a real fight, and I'm ready for it.
You have to be more than ready. I used to be as eager as you, but I learned, where Jormag's minions are involved, you can't over-prepare.
With you around, I'm learning all the time. Trust me, I'm ready for this. So is Garm by the look of him, perking up his ears at the idea of a fight.
Garm's a bit like you. He always enjoys a good brawl. Let's give him one. We'll meet you at Hunter's Lake.
We're off to Hunter's Lake. I barely even reached the midpoint of the map. Pardon the yawn. Actually, no, pardon the yawn, but actually let's go with the rocket ball. Minotaur rampant. That must be Vidkun's beast.
Minotaur seems eager to settle the score with Vidkun and his dragon minion.
If they'd been eating my friends and family, I'd feel the same.
Defeat Vidkun's followers to draw him out.
can feel Bear's power.
Evidently I can feel Bear's power. So that's probably cool, right?
So much power.
Ah. Misclick, fat-fingered, as is tradition.
Extra damage.
Because I have fat fingers. It's very common for me to fat finger.
So, you're the ones causing so much trouble. A snot-nosed kid and an old woman. Huh. Coming
Who
here
needs line
was
of
a
sight?
fatal
All we
mistake.
gotta do is
My thanks
push
for
buttons.
delivering the Minotaur spirit. My dragon beast needs a full meal before I turn it loose on Holbreak.
We're not delivering Minotaur to your pet. We're delivering your pet to him. He's going to trample that thing flat. It's over, Vidkun. You've butchered your last Minotaur.
You attacked the spirits of the wild. We are their rebuttal. Defend yourself.
Come, my pet. Let us show them the power of dragon!
I can feel Bear's power.
No, my pet! I'll kill you for this. Kill you all!
He's gonna kill us all. It's pretty casual.
I'm no shaman.
That's casual
but
for
it's
me.
easy to see
It's
that
pretty
Minotaur
intense
is
for the
happy
people
and
I'm killing.
grateful. I hope this means no more Minotaur herds attacking caravans.
I'd say definitely not. We didn't just stop these
I think
sons
I'm
of
giving them
Solomir.
the biggest thrill
We
of their
expanded
lives.
our understanding of the spirits. This is a victory to be savored, Slayer.
Oh, I'll savor it. And if I remember correctly, you're going to join me in savoring it over a few kegs of Bear's Brown Ale.
Kegs, plural.
I did promise, didn't I? We'll have to
Kegs.
wait for the next moot, though. I think the sun's
I'm gonna be getting drunk with air. Who
That won't
knows
stop us
what
for
that could
long.
lead to?
Nothing can.
Keep that
Maybe a
confidence,
baby
Slayer.
brother for
There's a lot
Bram.
more I want to teach you. But frankly, you've done enough for one day. Garm and I may call on you again.
I don't
You should
know.
also count on us
She's
if you
half
ever need
responsible
help.
genetically
Until
for
we meet
Bram
again,
being
may the
Bram,
spirits
so
guide you.
maybe not. We have a key,
I'll mark this among my conquests.
and I'll mark this amongst my conquests. Evidently. Key. Alright, we need to remember to put those other things away. We will now head back to Holbrook. We'll grab a chest. We'll open it up. We'll express sadness over the contents therein, as is tradition. We'll sell all the crap in our
Good hunting.
inventory. Black Lion chest, please. I only have 2 currently. Alright, let's see what we will be getting. We are guaranteed of a Black Lion statuette and a Black Lion die canister green. We will also be getting 2 commons. Good ones are always the unlocks, and sometimes the die kits if we get lucky. Some of the others aren't bad. The crafting material bags are useful. I have been making some legendaries and whatnot. Some of it's crap, like the 1 gold coin. Come on. ArenaNet. 1 gold? Seriously? Make it 5. Wouldn't be quite as bad. The uncommons. Screamer Luck. Gonna pull a perma contract. I have never pulled a super rare yet. The Maguma skins aren't bad. For instance, if we were to look at, say, the Greatsword. Okay, this one doesn't really look much like a sword, but I really do like the relatively subtle animation stuff going on. So I think this is a very cool set. And this is the uncommons. Also in the uncommons, the Skyscale package I already have. I do not have the acclaimed militia chest piece, which in my current colors is pretty gross, but under other circumstances might be nice. Amongst the rares, not one of my favorites, the White Tigers. I have a couple of these skins that at least one of which I chose to purchase. It was the Axe I chose to purchase with the Black Lion claim ticket, as I think the Axe is one of the cooler skins in the set. But generally not one of my favorites, especially since it's in the rare slot. The rare you don't want is the unopened Endless Branded Tonic, as the tonic that you get in here is often sells for like 20 silver. And then the super rares, which I will sadly never get. Like the fact that the Greatsword is blunt, as they should be. Well, it depends. I mean, might as well have a pokey bit on the end. Useful for picking up paper and other trash along the side of the freeway. Maybe the drunk driving is a bad idea with the Greatsword. The Greatsword and the White Tiger looks like this one. See, that one's got a pokey bit. You could use that to pick up trash along the side of the road. Here we go. I will click open. We'll get a common here, and what we're hoping for is about a 1 in 10 shot to get an uncommon or better, and that will be a 5th box.
Up for a challenge? It'll
Just
fetch a
commons.
nice price.
The claim ticket scrap is okay. The upgrade extractor, not exciting at all.
Oh, traveler.
Black Lion claim ticket scrap goes in. The upgrade extractor goes in. The Black Lion statuette goes in. Automod 8-year message. Only want the offhand, the one hand from the Tiger comic is really roleplay as a white Power Ranger. Really? Oh, you got it. Thanks for. Ah. White Power. Well, the White Power Ranger was always, he was the one, you know, the other guys didn't want to hang out with after work. That's all I'm saying. The fine Black Lion die canister can be used to buy a canopy die, which is actually a pretty nice die. That's that green.
You are a welcome guest.
Or you can use 4 of them to upgrade.
Are your hunts dissatisfied?
And then 7 of these to upgrade, and then 3 of those to upgrade. So that's a total of 86 of them to get the green lion die, which is a bit on the bright side. I have that. I didn't like Underworld.
Stay out of trouble.
I guess I didn't care for Growth either. I guess I've got other colors that are similar to Growth and Underworld. But I do have the green lion die. At some point I cashed in enough of these to get that, which is Certainly helpful in avoiding getting run over while you're crossing the street or shot if you're out in the woods. And this is currently selling for 4 or 5. Oh, 20 silver. Fine, sure. We also have to put some stuff away here. We need to put away the Ascended Weapon Chest. We have an unidentified die, which we'll open, but it's guaranteed to be one we've already got. Sold the ones you got, otherwise you'd send them your way. No, that's fine. I didn't want the second or third green dies. I have the first and the fourth, because those were both pretty good, I thought. But thank you for the thought.
Welcome to our little corner of the world.
And now is not the time to sell them, although I just did. Basically, they rotate those in, I don't know, maybe every 2 years. So you give them 6 months or a year, and then you sell them. You can get a lot more money for them. Summer Thistle die. I'm going to send this off to my alt account, although I'm pretty sure I've already got it. And if the alt account has it, it goes into the guild bank, where my guildies can help themselves. Because I am a generous god. Not really a god, by the way. That is everything we need from this character. We'll go back to character select, and now, Spleen Eater Scar, we would like to thank you for your time and effort and awful fashion sense, because that's just really, that's a fashion crime. I am no fashionista. That's awful. But you have done your work, and we will now send you off. Enjoy your trip and stay in the mists. It will only last, as far as we can tell, for all eternity. Salute. And he's gone. So, we will now, what did we need? I don't remember what we needed. We can find out. For you to ever so slightly rearrange out of order for Faye. Ah, very nice, yes. For all eternity. You mean until next week? Well, it depends. He's probably not coming back. All right, we've got our Black Lion box of goodies from the last, no, 2 of the last 3 expansions. I don't think there was one for Secrets of the Obscure. And the last thing we need is a hard day's work. What was a hard day's work? No, that's not it. What was up here? Harvest 10 resources with a harvesting sickle. It's like a popsicle, only it's on the end of a scythe. Well, let's go ahead and exit, and we'll find some stuff to harvest while we run around doing some hearts. Here in the latest expansion, this is the first map in Janther Wilds, which is one of the best maps they've ever made. It is a really well done map. Let's head over here, where there's always some stuff to harvest. Cabbages, I think. Yes, cabbages. Eight of the 10 we need are right here. Let's head over to everyone's favorite. It's Cat Scat. Yes, Warclaw Scat. Scat play quests, always a favorite with everybody.
The time to call.
I'll leave the 2 of you to your trade. Many journey kit love having.
Oh, that's right. It's the weapon swap. Weapon swap allows you to break through the animation. Initially, there was no animation for petting the war claws. Now there is. Unfortunately, when they changed it so that there was an animation, the animation was not normally breakoutable.
To some bits of game from your hunts. You'll be friends in no time.
But someone discovered that by simply weapon swapping, that would break the animation.
Wilds determine our prey. I just what it offers. I can hear them every day. Anytime it gets quiet.
So for instance, we pet this, we give pets, we're stuck until we swap weapons.
Happened to be the rear guard that day.
And it breaks the animation.
The reason I'm here. I didn't do anything right. I just got lucky.
So that we can go pick up more Warclaw scat.
Your turn for dung duty, Wayfinder.
Thank you.
A clean pen makes for a
My turn for
healthy
dung duty. What's over there? Twisting River ambush strength. Well, let's...
Take that! Tracks on the ground. We must find where they lead.
Okay, we will follow after we finish out the heart.
Long before you were in sight, she knew you were
Aren't
on your
the
way.
leading commander for a reason? Yeah, that's for sure.
Sharper still.
Grown even more, hasn't she? A quality scratch under
A quality. See, at least this guy pronounces it correctly. Somebody in here says you've got to scratch them. No, you scritch them. They're cats. You always scritch your cats. Somebody wrote the quest correctly. Scratch. Seriously. This one, fortunately, will fill in the heart entirely while doing this event. It's the kind of thing that a lot of people love this kind of stuff, and it's, I think, certainly amusing the first time. But when you think about it, this is not quality content. I know I'm speaking blasphemously. How is giving the enormous cats scritches not quality content?
Treat them to some bits of game from your hunts. You'll be friends in no time.
A good scratch behind the ears goes a
Not a
long
scratch.
way.
You see, the other guy says
Just
scritch,
saying.
lady. Chortling millstone. Yeah. She looks like a chortling millstone, you know? I shouldn't be so mean, but she does. A couple more. There we go. Tiered renowned hearts. Thank you for telling me about this, because I've only done them countless times already. And we come over and talk to Vast Caldera, which means really big hole.
That is all.
It's not my fault. That's his name. I didn't give him that name. Now, Autumn's Veil, if you can catch the events right, this is really fast heart to complete as well. What is the event going on up there? I don't know. Let's find out. Ah, yes. I'm covered in rot. This is not news to people who've known me for a long period of time.
It is indeed magical in nature, but
It's magical in nature.
Precise origin.
Rot magic exam. No one else is around doing that. Hey, I don't know if that was ever getting run then. If nobody else is around. got the champion matriarch around, so I missed the event for catching flung salmon. And how about we drop a nice big stun break, or a CC break, I should say. CC. Should say.
Stand your ground.
I'm neither here nor there.
And there
Quite
she
a reward.
is. Next up is the fish gutting, scaling, and salting. As that will take off in a minute.
Great catch today, Harp. Hope your knife's ready to scale.
Not a crap catch. Pretty good, even for you. What'd you do, bribe him?
Oh, you know my spear paw. Quick as a journey can
For
sleep.
those who haven't seen it, there is a quest you can get for 1,000 astral acclaim, and that quest will give you an ascended glove and an ascended spear. And if you're using both of them, the spear gets all flamey and
Skin,
stuff.
gut, salt, and dry. In that order. Fish are going sour real fast these days. So let's
And
get
since
to work.
400 will get you an ascended piece of armor, like gloves, and 600 will get you an ascended weapon, like a spear, for the same price, you can get a quest you can do that also comes with a infusion. A heat core infusion. 5 power and 9 agony resist. Alright, so, pick up a fish,
Accelerate. Gotta skin them first.
skin it,
Next, scoop out the guts and bones.
scale it. Sorry, debone it and gut it. All right, scaling, deboning and gutting,
Need a good salt bath.
and salting.
Then you hang them up to dry.
Then you hang them up to dry. 2 salmon were swimming down the street. One of them was assaulted.
That knife work will
Salmon.
get easier each go.
That's all there is to this one. There's not a vast number of sort of combat-related hearts or events. More of them are sort of the recreational or low-impact stuff like this. Some people have said it's like Grothmar. I think Grothmar is still more fun by a significant chunk, at least for me. But this is a really good map. Sadly, the second map in the expansion is half a map, in that it's unfinished.
Accelerated.
And is a really bad piece of content. I'm sad to say. It'll be better in 2 months or a month and a half when we get our first content drop for it.
The rod is setting in fast. Gotta skin them first.
But right now, it's not great. It's bad, actually.
Next, scoop out the guts and bones.
I will not mince words. I'll not say it's not great again.
To make
It's
them last as long
bad.
as possible, they'll need a good salt bath.
Lots of copy-pasted events. One of the worst, if not the worst, heart in the game. In that not enough events spawn close to the heart or within the heart radius.
The more we prep,
So it
the
takes
less we
forever to
waste.
do. And that was something that should have been fixed. Could have been
Accelerate.
fixed. And one of the few events that do seem to spawn there was bugged. They did fix that after, I don't know, 3 weeks or a month. So as good as the first map is, they spent 5 times as much effort and design time on the first map that they spent on the second. And it shows. Now, mind you, the lore stuff in the second map is terrific. If you're a lore nerd, and I'm like a lore nerd light, it's great. All that stuff is terrific. I think I'm about to finish.
Take
There
a
it is.
closer look. Good, nice
Oh, that was
work.
sufficient for the heart.
Salt could be a little
What do
better
you mean?
dispersed, but it ain't bad, Wayfinder. I'd serve any one of these to the claw. Don't hesitate to help again.
And to my mind, in general, the Guild Wars 2 streaming community has been overly forgiving of the problems with Janther Sentry, the second map. It's bad. And that's the wrong place I just went to. First map is more fun, but the second is very lore-rich. The lore in the second map is great. Absolutely great. The content is not. The story content was good in both. I liked it. But so many of the kill elemental events and the grab a vegetable and animal meat and deposit them events are just copy-pasted. The lore is great in Sentry. Some of the best stuff they've ever done. But if you're not a lore person, and I'm, like I said, a lore person light, in that I enjoy it, I find it interesting, sometimes compelling, in which case that map is great for that stuff. And the story part of it is fine too. The meta, such as it is, which basically is just the 2 boss fight, is challenging.
Vitality restored.
Vitality restored.
Invigorating.
I mean, when they said, when they announced how they were changing up from
I'm nigh invincible.
the content delivery from Secrets of the Obscure to this one, where instead of the first content drop being the third and final map, they were going to do the third and eventually the fourth map for the 6-month and 9-month content drops, and they were planning on adding more content to the second map, which in this case would be Janther Sentry. The implication wasn't that Janther Sentry was going to be an incomplete map when we got it, and that's what it is.
Accelerate.
But I suppose, to some degree, my final opinion on it will largely rest on the first content patch we get.
Rip them up.
If the content they add to Janther Sentry is good enough, I would be a lot more forgiving. But right now, not so much.
Blood rolls through my veins like the great deltas. You are a worthy partner.
An elaborate fur pouch. See, fighting that guy doesn't get you a whole lot of progress.
Slacking on me.
Missed me.
agile than you look. Well done.
More agile than I look. I'm a tiny little shrimp thing. Of course I'm going to be agile. How else would I survive as a big, rough, and tough guardian? It isn't my winning personality, either in-game or real life.
Too slow.
I'm going to keep doing this until it tells me I can't get any more heart progress, which will be pretty soon now, I think.
Earned my respect, you did.
I earned her respect. There it is. And we will now do a break bar.
When my guard's up, think strategically. Head-on attacks don't always land, so get creative. Ooh. Need to catch my breath after that.
He needs to catch his breath, I'm sure he does.
Ready for you.
We have another event going on? Not yet. Soon? 46 seconds. Defiance Trainer Cascading Sands. Huh? Yeah, sure. And we'll be going in now.
Ooh. Need to catch my breath after that.
And another 8 seconds, and the next event will be starting here. I'm not sure which event it is. A couple of them are pretty fast, a couple of them are not. The cub training is pretty fast.
To our young spear masters in training, led by instructor Falling Leaf.
Gather round.
I did not do the cheering. I am faintly aware of it,
We've a guest here to
aware
help
that it
us train.
exists,
Why don't
but
you
I did
introduce
not do the
yourself?
cheering.
Thank you. My name is Thea, and I'm an illuminate of the Astral Ward. Does anyone know?
Cheerful ingester? No, that's... enjoy Dragon Bash foods.
My grandma says
11
magic
tiers,
turns you mad in
3,000
the
of
head.
them. I'm not there yet.
Grandma's mad in the head. My head's sound, and I use magic tons. I don't want to be exploded.
Sit on the bleachers and cheer.
Mad in the head.
Cubs.
I think I've got almost all of the ones that give
Seems we have some
mastery points, because
misconceptions
presumably we'll
about
be
magic.
needing mastery points.
Why don't we start on our exercise, and I'll clarify some things.
I got 3, 5? Can't remember.
They're as fierce as creatures.
3. I have 3 points.
Oh, now, not to worry. We'll be
We're going to fight some illusions.
illusions. These won't hurt you, but they will simulate real combat. Illusion is an area of magic that deals with deception.
Yeah.
of
Get
the
on with it.
mind
We know.
And senses.
Mesmers are
Just
liars.
as
We
you
figured
are
that out a long
master
time
of
ago.
a
Let's
particular
go.
class of
Let's
spear
go.
work, wizards may specialize.
Let's see, we have Just Lotus, Westward Wind, Cunning Melody, Vital Sprout, and Running Badger.
These first enemies are called. They hail from the land of Panther.
6 feet tall.
It is race, adapted to the land and
Accelerate. Ripples in the earth.
One down. Don't remember if it gives mastery point or not. Might help with the map comp. Yeah, I have already taken care of the map comp. I got that taken care of pretty quick. If you mean the heart comp, well, we're almost there. That'll be getting. This should be enough to finish it.
Don't get too comfortable. Next are the cryptis, demon spawn.
The precursor. I think I got both the precursors. I know there's the back one I definitely got, and the helm I got as well. Yeah, so I did get both. The precursors for the achieves for both maps.
And one final
The helm is
No
fugly.
resting on your
Oh,
laurels.
the helm is just fugly.
Spotted roaming your wilds. Hold tight, your
I've beaten you, but you don't know. Accelerate!
You must become one.
Take that!
I mean, a Norn might be able to make use of the helm cosmetic to come up with something nice looking. But the rest of us, not so much. I think I've got it here, yeah. Now, granted, this is going to be in my current choice of colors. It's a stylized bear helm. As you can tell, not a look for an otherwise skivvies dressed Asura. Might look okay on with some appropriate supplementary armor. Let's see. Yeah.
Now
Yep.
this is a
Yep.
find.
Get me back up here to talk to NPC. Sell the crap. We want to buy the curious lowland honeycomb. That's available once per day if you complete the heart. As that is a crafty item, and for 1,000 karma, it's dirt cheap. Sell all the crap. And head back to our home. Because I don't think we finished one of our dailies. Didn't even check how it looked. It's odd, though, because it's supposed to get a Leggy Spear and backpack. Right, the backpack, it looks like 4, presumably, the elemental, 4 stones representing the elements. See if I can find it in the cluster fuckery that is... There it is. That's the precursor back item right there. You can see it has sort of the 4 stones. That one is more animated. I think they're representing the elements: fire, earth, wind, and water. So that one's not bad. And that is... You'll see it says this item is used for crafting Janther Wild's legendaries. Further copies can be purchased in the near future. No, you are correct. It is supposed to be a spear and a backpack. Presumably this back item is for the backpack. The fact that the helm is for the spear is a little bit inexplicable, but hey. And that will be the daily complete. Yay! Back to 900. I have not done much with the homestead. I think I'm kind of hoping for something that's probably not coming, which is for the workbench to show you the item. For instance, if you click on red flag, it has that. And you can't right-click on this and preview it. And to me, that is a terrible failure to not allow us to view these things, or to have to go one by one and check them out on the wiki, which is what I'll have to do when I get around to it. It's just... It's something that should have been fun, and they've turned that element into drudgery. Ursus Oblige. Yeah.
That is all.
Need to give us a way to preview them. I agree 1,000%. Right now, I can't say that the housing, while I think it's generally well done, I think that is just a terrible thing to have missing. For instance, I love that anytime one of your characters is in here, they see their mounts in the stable. I think that's incredibly cool. I more than approve of that. It's freaking awesome. I love the idea that you can single click to gather up all of the goodies for your housing, or at least most of them. But the fact that you need a second glyph to get the bonus effects is, again, kind of, I don't want to say spoils it, but it lessens the amount of quality of life it gives. As I don't have enough glyphs, and they're too freaking expensive for me to have multiple sets of glyphs. So I have them on this character's infinite harvesting tools, but I can't put them in the one press button. Generally, I think the housing is really, really well done. And I'm spoiled when it comes to MMO housing from Star Wars Galaxies / EverQuest 2, from Rift, and from WildStar. Those are the three best historically. And the only problem I have with this implementation are basically those two things. The inability to preview the things that you're trying to make is a real drag. To have to go to the wiki to know what it's going to look like is a real drag. And even that's only kind of an okay answer. And the other is that you need a second set of glyphs to auto harvest and get credit. Other than that, I think the home system is amazing. And the amount of... We'll be getting more stuff, I know, in each of the three content drops we'll be getting for this expansion. And then sooner or later, we're going to have more stuff showing up in the gem store. We've already had the first items appear in the gem store, which is the plushies. I think the plushies are still around, but I'm not sure. Yeah, they are. This is the Plush Pals Homestead package. It gives you a number of the plushies, and it gives you the recipes to make more plushies. So we're going to be getting a lot more housing stuff, as this is going to be, I think, a real money maker for them. I also really like the Wayfinder's Versatile Table because you can use it to play D&D. You've got your dice, markers. You got the big dragon there at the end, which looks like either Tequatl or one of Tequatl's little brothers or sisters. It's possible it's not actually D&D. They may be playing Warhammer Fantasy. They might be playing as well. So in general, I think they've done a really good job. But the only real drawback is the inability to view things before you make them. And it's a significant one. But I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out very, very much. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. It will not be more Guild Wars 2. It will not be more Frostpunk. It will be, sad to say, it's going to be Throne and Liberty. I did play the beta for that. The free-to-play is coming out tomorrow. One thing they've done very, very well is if you pre-ordered, you got a 5-day head start. But those players cannot transfer to the free-to-play servers. So you don't have to worry about the guys who paid to get 5 days head start being on your server. You just need to create a character on one of the new servers, and it won't impact you at all. I want to give them a big thumbs up for that. That is a great way of allowing for a head start, but not actively punishing those who choose not to head start. So I'll be doing the free-to-play implementation probably at the usual time. I probably won't start early. I want to give it a fair shake, which will be tough for me, but I'm going to try. I did play the beta for a few hours. Was not impressed, but I'm going to try to give it more of a time to get further into the leveling and see how the skills system works, because I didn't get very far into it. So that's my plan for tomorrow, and probably a couple of days after that. I wouldn't expect it to have much staying power for me. It is a mostly PvP game, and a lot of the PvE stuff isn't in the game yet. For instance, raiding isn't coming apparently until January, and that's for the Korean release. So maybe a year from now? 9 months? Something like that. So that's my plan for tomorrow. Again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Monday night, and because I like to set an achievable goal, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.